All right. So new setting. Again, tried the similar lighting thing because last video worked well. Particularly because of the editing, I would say I had to use the help of someone for that. Now, coming into this video, I'm gonna be thinking and not thinking. I'm gonna be more of reflecting about my thoughts of joining college, and I'm not revealing which college I'm joining because I am not sure myself, of which one. So there are certain things that I wanted to talk, and basically it's kind of a time capsule, I would say, to my future self. And that future self, need not necessarily be me in 10 years or me in 5 years. It could be just me in 6 months. So for me, I've always envisioned college as a place where you have a lot of time to pursue different things, where you have a good peer group, and where you have amazing opportunities to pursue the things that you want. And the name of this channel is Project IIT, and I was and kind of even now, I'm still obsessed, or always obsessed with the ideas of joining IITs because of the peer group there. So I was told that IITs have the best students. They crack not just IITs, triple IITs, VIT, BITS, NITs. So all these very good colleges, what they have or what they provide is a really, really good student pool where people, are able to express themselves in creative and unique ways. So that was my reason, or that was my obsession for preparing for IT and getting into one. Now, there are different things that you explore in college. Now I am going to be a traveler in this journey of college for the next 4 years, at least for BTech. So I have a lot of things in mind, and I'm here to kind of list them down, and I'm going to be telling the people who are watching this channel, or at least to my future self, of how I'm going to be approaching these things. And let's see if they are a good uh, a good measure of the knowledge that I have right now, and that is going to be judged by whether I'm able to be successful in those particular fields that I step foot into. So the first thing obviously has to be upskilling myself. Now, college isn't just about you know getting grades, or focusing on academics. Skills are really, really important. Now, this is something that many people on YouTube, on Reddit, on Instagram say, but when you actually look into it, it doesn't seem all that cliche. It seems very logical, especially nowadays, where you're required to portray yourself as a productive member for the economy, for the society, and at the same time you're required to put out a brand version of yourself. You are basically your own brand ambassador. What can you provide apart from getting a 9 CG or an 8 CG or a relatively good CG? That is what is required, especially in job markets nowadays. So yes, passion for learning is there. I want to learn different things, but at the same time, I need to prepare myself for getting into the job market as a very, very highly efficient and productive member, and as someone who has a lot of value, and this value is directly correlated to the skills that you have. So my first task in college is going to be figuring my niche and upskilling myself in those particular niches. Now, I've always liked the concept of video editing. My channel says otherwise, but when I was in ninth, 10th, I tried out different video editing styles and b-rolls and something like that, but it never really worked because I didn't have proper access to a laptop or something like that where you're able to seriously edit, and I did not have much time. So my first niche is going to be, or my first upskilling project is going to be in the niche of video editing, motion graphics, and kind of, what do I say, maybe a bit of visual effects. Visual effects is going to be a tough one, but let us say I'll try to step foot into the waters of 2D animation, 2D motion graphics, things like that. The second is going to be academics. Now, we can't really disregard academics in college, just like that. Going to college means that you have a huge responsibility, especially in a very expensive degree like BTech, where you're paying upwards of 12 to 20 lakh for a good BTech degree from a good institution. And you kind of have to be accountable, because if you're not getting a good academic CG, as much as you have skills, it is going to show that you never really cared about academics. So that kind of, portrays this figure that, okay, you're not going to care about an institution, you're not going to care about working as a member of an organization, and you're always going to do your own thing. So job markets are going to be saying that, okay, do your own thing, we won't be providing a job for you. So this is something that I've learned. And if there is any debatable comments about this, you can drop down in the comment section. Now, academics, maintaining them is a pretty, kind of difficult task, I would say, if one is not ready to work smartly. And I lack in smart work, particularly in that field of, working efficiently. So I have to kind of improve that. And the third thing is going to be sports and extracurriculars. Now, to the people who know me, uh, there's more chance of me becoming a football rather than, playing as a football player. So I'm trying to, get my health up, you know sleep peacefully, maintain a healthy body, and, get your health levels up high. Because one thing that I learned in JE is that if you're not taking proper care of your health, of your body, you're going to waste a lot of time. And time is, well, money. Time is green, time is moolah, time is that cha-ching sound. So you need to make sure that you're saving, that credit points for your health, so that tomorrow it is seen as an investment, because you don't waste a lot of time. So these are the different things that I'm going to be aiming to, kind of upskill myself in. Apart from this, I have a lot of plans. I'm doing the BS degree in data science from IIT Madras, and I want to learn a lot about quantitative finance. I want to learn a lot about stock markets, about option trading, etc. But those are something that I would say is that I think I shouldn't, put too much burden on myself for the next 5-6 months. So these are the things that I'm going to be starting, towards, not, I wouldn't say attain mastery in, but, maintain at a good level, maintain at a professional level, that is, upskilling yourself, maintain good academics, extracurriculars and sports to a good decent level, so that, I turn back in if I, see back in time, not turn back in time, see back in time, on the retrospect, I'd say that I've done a pretty good job in my first 5-6 months of college. So yeah, those were my reflections, and let us see how this goes. So until next time, it's Project IIT signing off. Thank you.